The Israeli government has approved a major expansion of its military campaign in Gaza. Israel's Prime Minister has promised to seize, control and occupy even more land in the territory indefinitely as part of Israel's effort to destroy Hamas. Our Middle East correspondent Matthew Doran is in Jerusalem.
The move effectively rubber stamps an idea which has been discussed and debated amongst Israel's politicians and military and intelligence circles for a number of weeks now. It first became clear Israel wanted to expand its operations in Gaza when it resumed strikes in the Strip back in March, and then proceeded to carve out a new strategic corridor in the south of the Strip, cutting off that area from the rest of Gaza and pushing the Palestinian population out. Since then, it's continued to encroach further into Gaza. Now the Security Cabinet is going ahead with an expanded campaign in the Strip. Israel's also issued tens of thousands of draft notices to reservists, calling them up to take part in the mission, something which could prove difficult considering growing sentiment among reservists that this is an endless war being fought for political reasons. The Prime Minister's taken to social media to explain this approach. He hasn't fronted journalists to be questioned on the plan, but he says it's necessary to defeat Hamas.
Last night we convened at the Cabinet until late and decided on a powerful operation in Gaza. This was the recommendation of the Chief of Staff to go, as he said, to defeat Hamas. And in this way he thinks it will also help us rescue the hostages, and I agree with him. We are not letting up on this effort and will not give up on anyone. There will be a movement of the population to protect it.
This plan is being put into force despite Israel's occupation of the Palestinian territories being ruled illegal by the International Court of Justice last year, and despite growing outrage at the high civilian death toll in this war, with local health authorities reporting more than 52,000 Palestinians have been killed by Israel since October 2023. Humanitarian agencies are also warning the Strip is teetering on the brink of all-out famine. Food and essential supplies such as medicines running desperately low after a more than 2-month blockade of Gaza by Israel. The Netanyahu government's also facing anger from the families of the 59 Israeli hostages still held by Hamas in Gaza, 24 of whom are still believed to be alive.
We have seen that hostages die during warfare. We know that the deceased hostages might get lost as the bombing continues, and we are dreading this moment.
Israeli media is citing government officials saying that this will not be an immediate surge into Gaza, something which will be cold comfort for the Palestinian population and for the families of Israeli hostages. The reason for that is the US President Donald Trump's trip to the Middle East, which is happening next week, seen as a window of opportunity for a new ceasefire and hostage deal between Israel and Hamas to be struck. And while approving this expanded military campaign in Gaza, the Israeli Security Cabinet has also given the green light to a new approach to distributing aid in the Strip, using private contractors and distribution points. That's something which humanitarian agencies have roundly criticised, saying it puts the civilian population at risk and is giving Israel even more control over vital supplies.